215 pages. Hey guys, so it's Monday morning and I am about 215 pages into Deep End. There are a few things that I really don't like plot-wise. However, I'm having a really great time reading it. I'd honestly love to finish it within the next day or so I can talk to people about it while it's still like hot. I rarely read books close to their release date. I usually wait a bit of time because I'm a really big mood reader. So I never get to talk about books with people when they're really hot and everyone's talking about them and stuff like that. And by the time I get around to reading them, the conversation has kind of died down. So I'm really excited that this is one I can actually talk about with people in the midst of it. But like I said, it's Monday morning. I have to get some work done. So I'm going to work for the next hour or so. Then I'm most likely going to the gym at lunch. So I actually don't know when I'm going to be able to read. We will make time. Oh, crisp. I'm gonna leave that in. I just finished Deep End. I gave it 4 stars on Goodreads. I really enjoyed this. I literally flew through it. I did have my problems with it, a few plot points that I just was not a fan of. Overall, I really did love it. I think it might be my new favorite alley, I'm not sure. I really loved The Love Hypothesis when it came out, but I recently skimmed through it to look at some old annotations that I did, and I really did not like what I was reading. I was kind of cringing, and a few parts I told myself if I had read this for the first time now, I don't know if I would love it as much as I did. However, it still holds a really special place in my heart, but this is definitely a close second. I'm not too sure what I want to read next. I'm toying between the idea of maybe starting a fantasy or picking up maybe The Secret History. I know a lot of people associate The Secret History with fall due to the dark academia aspects to it. However, based on what I've heard and what I've seen, I really associate it to winter. I think The Secret History is definitely a winter read. So I feel like right now would probably be a great time to pick it up. It's just a matter of whether I want to approach that now. I'm not too sure why I'm so scared of The Secret History. I think it's due to its reputation. A lot of people love it. It's a lot of people's favorite works. I've been recommended it numerous times. I have no doubt that it's definitely a book that I can see myself enjoying. I'm going to get back to work, and then I think I'm going to scavenge my shelves and see what I'm in the mood for, and then I'll probably come back to you guys with a couple picks. It's currently 10 p.m. on Wednesday night. I didn't read anything at all yesterday, on Tuesday. I guess I was just so tired from work that I didn't feel like reading anything. I ended up just watching Pretty Little Liars before bed. I most likely won't be getting any reading done tomorrow either. I am going to an aespa concert in Toronto. I'm going to try to get some reading done tonight. I have 2 books that I'm planning on kind of reading at the same time. I'm doing a Mortal Instruments reread, so I'm going to be finally starting with City of Bones. I haven't read the Mortal Instruments since high school, so I'm really interested to see how this will translate as an adult. It says Desiree right there, and it has Cassandra Clare's signature right there. For those who don't know, Cassandra Clare is my favorite author, and The Infernal Devices is my favorite series of all time. Cassie Clare actually came to Toronto for her Swordcatcher launch, and I got to meet her, and my wonderful friends each brought one of my books along because we were allowed 1 book extra to get signed, so they each brought one of mine. So I have quite a few that are signed with my name in it, and they're prized possessions. I'll be reading this for the next little while, and while I'm reading that, I'm going to try to start Beartown. I'm really bad at reading books at the same time. Hopefully this doesn't deter from the experience of reading Beartown. I think I'm going to start with City of Bones tonight. It's late and I'm honestly really eager to get back into it. Before that though, I'm going to go put my heatless curls in because I want nice hair for my concert tomorrow. I am not a late night person. My brain is telling me I should just go to bed, but I want to read at least 30 pages. So update on City of Bones. I've only read about 50 pages. I've been really busy the last couple days and just haven't had the time to read. But I'm about 50 pages in, and guys, I understand that this was written in 2007. I don't necessarily think the year is an excuse for poor writing, but I do understand that a lot of the stylistic elements that are incorporated into this are due to the time it was written. I love Cassandra Clare. The Infernal Devices is my favorite series of all time. The Shadowhunter Chronicles is my favorite world. However, the 50 pages that I've read so far are horribly written. I also know that this is a YA book, so I don't know if the writing is maybe intended to be a little young, a little simplistic. I am a very strong believer that you don't have to be a teenager or a young adult to enjoy the genre. There are amazing books in the YA genre that are wonderfully written, and the stories are wonderful as well. So I don't think that's an excuse for poor writing. For example, without spoiling anything, at the beginning of the book, when Jace and Clary meet under certain circumstances, he continuously refers to her as little girl. And they're fairly close in age, and I understand that it has to do with him being a shadow hunter and stuff like that, and growing up fast and whatnot. But ew. And of course, the instant dislike from Isabel towards Clary, like, I just can't. Do I think this is poorly written? Yes. Am I still going to eat it up? Yes. At the moment, I honestly don't care about the writing. I'm excited to be back in this world with this specific cast of characters. Honestly, I think The Mortal Instruments is the only series that I haven't reread as an adult. Honestly, I don't even know if I've ever reread The Mortal Instruments after my initial reading of the series. This will be fun. 6 books. Can't wait. I wanted to read a bit before bed, but honestly, I was out so late last night. I went to the aespa concert. I'll insert a little clip right here. But yeah, I went to the aespa concert and we got food after, so I got home quite late and I wasn't feeling too hot, so I didn't sleep very well. So who knows? Maybe I'll try a chapter, and if my eyes are going like this, we'll just cut it. I kind of wish the bookshelves were my full background, but it's fine. So we're going to the office today. Still reading this guy. I'm not even 100 pages in yet. I haven't gotten a chance to read at all in the last couple days, and I've just been so tired that by the time like work is done, I just don't wanna. So I'm hoping I can maybe read some of this at least on the train into work, maybe on my lunch break. Also, I don't really want to lug this whole hardcover into my bag, but I don't want to bring my paper back because then I have to pull out the book sleeve and I don't know where that is. Let's place bets. I think I'll read 50 pages today total. Okay, let's go to work. Lastly, I might attempt an audiobook on the train actually, because I'm too tired to hold a book and look at it and actually read on the train. So let's try an audiobook. I forgot to stop for coffee. So I'm currently heading to Aroma. This is a really good croissant. Okay, I've only gotten a chance to read a couple pages and then had to actually do work. But I want to know, for those who have read The Mortal Instruments, do you like Simon or not? Because apparently there are quite a few Simon haters out there. I didn't know that there were as many Simon haters as I've come across. So let me know. Also, do you know what makes this so much more iconic? Stephenie Meyer blurbed it. If this isn't peak 2007, I don't know what is. I really need a haircut. I just wanted to show you guys some of the books I've acquired recently. HarperCollins sent me the new paperback edition of Yellowface. It got a little banged up in transit. I don't know if you can see that, and here. Even though she's a little banged up, we still love her. I already have a copy of Yellowface, but the reason I'm so excited about this, it includes the first chapter of Catabasis. The new R.F. Kuang book, which is one of my most anticipated reads of the year, so I'm really excited. Thank you so much, HarperCollins. Staying on theme with the R.F. Kuang, I have The Dragon Republic. So I had books 1 and 3, but I didn't have book 2 for whatever reason, and I finally got it. I have been putting this series off for quite a while because I know it's going to ruin me, but at the same time, I know I'm going to love it. So this is on my 2025 TBR. Next is the Unabridged Journals of Sylvia Plath, and when I tell you I didn't know that the book was this thick, this is most likely something that I'll read over the course of time. I'm not going to sit down and just read it back to back in one sitting. Not only, oh, there's pictures! Wow, she's so pretty. Wow, she was gorgeous. Yeah, not only because it's so long, but I just think when it comes to like autobiography type stuff, it can be a little more dense. I want to be able to kind of read through it and enjoy the process. Next is this cutie edition of The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe that I found at Value Village. I think it's older too. Wow, this is the first Scholastic printing from 1987. I got this because the cover is so cute and for nostalgic purposes. The price is still there. It was $1.99. But little doodle on the back. I got a new copy of The Virgin Suicides because my edition I got off of Book Outlet, and it has ink markings on it, and the cover is like warped and it's just not in good condition. And I saw this one at the store and I just had to have it. It has the Lisbon sisters on it, and I love that picture, first of all. Secondly, I love all the color being in the center and then the white blocks. This is a very nice edition. I got a physical copy of Heartless Hunter. I have not yet read it, but I had a copy on my Kindle. But I prefer reading physical books, and look how cute he is. This has been super popular lately, especially with the second book coming out soon. I believe it's called Rebel Witch. I do have quite high hopes for this one. So this was actually sent to me by Europa Editions, and it sounds right up my alley. Let me just read to you guys the first little snippet that piqued my interest. In the final months of World War II, a clandestine group known as the Choir successfully smuggles thousands of escapees out of Nazi-occupied Rome via a secret route known as the Escape Line. When an unidentified airman falls wounded from the sky, the Choir is plunged into danger, and the survival of the escape line itself is threatened. I love history, I love big historical events, I love drama, so this sounds right up my alley. I've already read the first chapter of this and I'm really excited to keep on reading it, so thank you again to Europa Editions. Lastly is The Bloody Chamber by Angela Carter. I'm so excited to read this. I had created a big buddy read of Frankenstein over on Fable, where a bunch of us read Frankenstein together. For those who don't know, that's one of my favorite classics. And we talked about wanting to continue reading things together and what type of genres we wanted to venture into. We decided to stay with the Gothic lit theme, so this was perfect for our next read. I think we're actually starting this today. I should take a look at that. This is today's lunch. It's a ciabatta bun with cottage cheese, cucumber, and tomato, with salt, pepper, oregano, and balsamic glaze. Isn't that so lovely? My favorite season is the fall. However, I'm really looking forward to spring and summer this year. It's going to be my first spring and summer in my new city, and I'm really looking forward to all the farmers markets. I love getting fresh produce from the farmers markets during these seasons. They're always so good. I'm especially looking forward to the peaches and the heirloom tomatoes. I'm also looking forward to the summer because I have quite a few fun things planned. I have a few book signings coming up, including V.E. Schwab in June. Then in August, I'm going to Osheaga, which is a music festival in Montreal. Also, I did get a few tattoos the other day and I really wanted to show them to you, but they're in the scabby process, so I think I'll show them in my next video. But 2 of them are book related, which is really exciting. But yeah, what do you guys have planned for the summer? Anything exciting going on? Or are there any fun book releases you're looking forward to in the second half of the year? I say second half as if we're not only February right now. So there's a very big spider beside my bed. I'm not going to show you guys because I have a friend who watches these and she hates bugs, but it's really big and it's white, and this is the second spider on the same wall within 2 days. I'm going to get my slipper to kill it.
A few moments later.
That was not fun. Anyways, I'm going to try and read a bit of this. I don't know how long the chapters are, actually. I think it's divided into parts rather than chapters, or they're just very long chapters. Also, I got my nails done like 2 days ago and my index finger already broke off today, so that was quite unfortunate. Anyways, I just watched a bit of TV with Devin and now I'm going to read a bit of this and go to sleep. Oh, this is The Bloody Chamber and Other Stories. So, oh, I guess it's a short story collection and not a single novel.